Good morning, it's today again. Welcome back to Joseph's Reserves. I'm Joseph, and I store 20% of my income in the form of rare coins and precious metals. Recently, I've been going through my entire stack, getting an actual count of everything I have so that I can develop a portfolio ratio. I'm wanting to maintain my ratio so that my gold portion is between 40 and 45%, my silver portion is between 50 and 55%, and my platinum portion is between 3 and 5%. Yes, it intentionally adds up to over 100% so that not all of them can be maximized at the same time. My plan is to check on these ratios regularly so that I can get an idea about what metal is performing better than another. And since the markets are closed for the weekend, now would be a really good time to take a snapshot to see how the metals have been performing over this last week. And yes, I'll be counting some more copper today. Before we get into it, I'm going to take a second to shout out Faithful SRT. Congratulations on getting the first comment on my last video. Thank you so much for the support. Everyone find him down in the comments and start a conversation with him. And while you're down there, go ahead and like all the comments and like the video, subscribe and share if you can. So let's take a look at where the precious metals closed this week. Gold is currently $4,339.70 per ounce. Silver is $67.22 per ounce, and platinum is $1,984 per ounce. This puts the gold to silver ratio at 64.65 and the gold to platinum ratio at 2.2. Platinum and silver have definitely been outperforming gold this past week, and actually since about this past April in 2025. These past couple weeks, we've been able to see noticeable jumps in both platinum and silver. So what does that mean as far as my portfolio ratios? So my gold is now at 42.15%, silver at 56.97%, and platinum now at 0.88% of my portfolio. Silver and platinum have been slowly taking away some of that percentage from gold. And now silver is at a point where it's signaling that I should sell or trade some. I'm considering trading some into platinum, but mostly just because I didn't start out with enough to keep it in that 3 to 5% range that is my goal. Since I want to slowly get into platinum instead of buying it all at once at what might be a local high, I'm choosing to slow down my platinum purchases, and that's why I'm only buying a gram at a time. Now, if I do see any 1/10 ounce platinums, I'm definitely going to be jumping on those as well. But it is nice to see that I have some room for my platinum to grow. That way, when I see an opportunity, I can take it. Well, that's enough looking at pennies. Let's go ahead and take a look at some precious metals here. So just in case you couldn't tell, this Mercury design is actually one of my favorite designs on American coinage. The fact that between this design and the Walking Liberty design, this is the last time that Lady Liberty was on any circulating coins. I find it very interesting that we went from this depiction of Liberty who had wings on her head as a symbol of freedom of thought. We went from that to presidents and historical figures. Of course, I understand that these figures had massive impacts on our country. However, I think the idea of liberty and freedom was the original idea that these coins expressed. That's why I'm incredibly excited to see Lady Liberty returning to the dime in 2026 for the semi-quincentennial designs. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, definitely look into the semi-quincentennial, the 250th year anniversary of America, and what the U.S. Mint is doing for those. They're changing the design of all circulating coins. Well, I didn't really think I was going to be talking about that on this. I really want to get back to the metals. So everyone, what do you think platinum, silver, and gold will be doing at the start of next year, at the start of 2026? Do you think silver is going to keep outperforming? Do you think platinum is going to keep going up? Do you think gold is going to start performing as well as silver? Or do you think everything is just going to fall crashing down? Let me know in the comments what you think this market is going towards and what you plan on doing about it. My plan is to just keep buying and keep a balance between these portfolios. I might trade some silver for some platinum or some platinum for some gold. I might be eventually selling this entire copper stack to get some platinum or maybe silver. Maybe I can even sell it all to get some gold. I'm not sure how much it is really, but once I do add up all this copper, should that be part of a portfolio that I maintain as well? Should I have 0.5% in copper? Maybe 1%? Let me know what you think. How do the base metals fit in with this precious metals portfolio? Maybe should I just have 10% of my portfolio be a mixture of all base metals between copper and nickel? I mean, maybe I'll even experiment with stacking some zinc. Even a zinc penny contains about 3/4 of its face value in melt value. Eventually, that melt value will be greater than 1 cent. Let me know what y'all think about the base metals and how it should fit into a portfolio of precious metals. And I guess I'll let you know about all these pennies that I stacked up here. So this is pounds 6 through 10. Right now I'm putting the second 5 pounds into this glass jar. So I'll have a total of 1,536 1-cent copper coins in here, which contains 10 pounds of copper. At today's melt value, that is $53.75. But it only cost me $15.36 for those 1,500 pennies. So thank you for watching. That's it for today. Make sure you like the video and leave a comment of what you thought. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe and share this video to anyone you think might like it. And just remember, every ounce adds up, so no matter how small, just keep stacking.